Hi, welcome to another episode of Home Studio Workshop. This one follows on from the previous, like most things do, which was all about dobros, and this is about looking after a dobro, a bit of maintenance. If you watched the last one, which was a bit of an introduction to dobros, you will probably have noticed that my strings were old and tired and needed a bit of help. And that was true. So what we did was we went and took it apart, and here's the video. Okay, as you probably heard in the previous episode, this guitar is in dire need of a string change. So that is what it's going to get. I'm going to take them all off because I'm going to show you what goes on within. The reason I'm taking them off is I'm keeping them for spares. For gig breakage it's spares, not for any other reason. Sometimes you just don't want to break into a new set. Money's too tight to mention, baby. Sort those out later when you're not watching. When you've got strings off, always give a bit of a clean. You can get to things much easier with the strings off. A good dust does no harm. Now, I'm going to do this neck. Neck's like a bit of a lemon oil. Dab it on. The wood of a neck, even when the strings are so far away from it, it's still a piece of wood, a nice piece of wood, and responds well to being looked after, much like us all. Cloth I use for this purpose, kind of rubbing it in and off at the same time, if you know what I mean, like that. There's no dirt to worry about around the frets. You can see there isn't. If there was, you have at it with a razor blade. There you go. Let's lay down. As I said before, the best way to clean a body of a guitar is always just to breathe on it. Like that. Now we're going to take this apart. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, a dozen screws holding this in. Good tip, always have a receptacle to put your screws in on any job. That way you don't spend the next 4 days looking on the floor for them. I'll speed this up. The reason we take this off, as you'll probably see in a minute or not if I've been good, is that there are holes in this, obviously, and dust and dirt and whatever get in there. And of course, being metallic, or even if it wasn't, the dust and dirt and whatever deaden the sound. So you're losing something. You don't want to lose something, do you? Okay, nearly there. 3 more, 4 more. Start the next screw before you've actually put the previous one in the pot. And there you have it. Now we just need to loosen the end plate. Put that in the pot. Take off the plate. Somewhere safe. And lift off the cover. And there you have it. There's the cover, the inside. Give it a bit of a polish, shine up. Shouldn't be anything much there. Again, good to polish this when it's completely free of everything. Now you will see that I have, in fact, marked this with an F. I don't know if you can read that or not, but that's an F, and that means forward, and that means that way. So I know which way to put it back. It's also scratched on there, because I'm a belt and braces guy. Put E down. Excuse me, breaking into Cornish. Right, and there is the cone. And the cone just lifts out. I'm trying not to disturb the bridges. There are 2 bridges, as you can probably see, because they split down the middle, so you can get to the tightening adjustment, which we'll get more of into later. What the tightening does is hold this spidery thing down onto the cone itself, which is thin. As you can see, there is dust within. Quite a lot of it. In fact, much more than I thought. Mostly it's just old skin. Most of it just blows out, which is nice. This is in way of being the speaker cone. If you get my analogy about this being a loudspeaker in the guitar. Okay, so that goes back on there, pointing fore and aft. Again, a good chance to give the guitar a bit of a rub. Get rid of all the sorted crap. Just out the groove. It all makes a difference. It all deadens it. And the whole point of this is for it to be electrically loud and live. Okay, so taking note of our F, we put this back the same way it was. That'll do it. Okay, that's that. Replace the end piece. And there it is. And that's done. Right. I'm just going to show you how to do one string. And then I'll carry on my own until they're all up. First thing you do, unwind the offending string with a pair of needle nose pliers. Once, bend twice. Just a little kink, like that. Slot it through the appropriate hole down there. Run it under the bridge, obviously. If it goes in the slot, it does. Always set the machine head so the hole is going across. Before you start, run it through the hole, back an inch or so, all around the top and under, kink it back over. Hold everything at once and tighten the chap up. Always keep it down as far as you can. And there you go. Okay, there it is. Much louder, much brighter. The strings were sadly in need of repair. They're the replacement ones, as I promised. You never know. Okay, the tension between the spider and the cone. Need a screwdriver, much like that, long and thin. Phillips go down in there. The rule of thumb is you tighten it up pretty much all the way till it's tight, then back it off a bit. And you'll know if it's rasping, if there's a rasping noise, then it's too loose. It's just to put tension between the spider and the cone. That's all that does. Okay, there's one other thing, one other wrinkle. Because the nut is very wide, the strings angle in to the tuning pegs on this guitar, probably not on others, in a very weird way. So as you can possibly see, I have wired the 6th string and the 1st string backwards so that they come in on the outside rather than on the inside. And that is that. Well, there you go. All better. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you learned something. See you later.